Welcome back to the Rugby Oaks. We are back. Bok Rugby's back. We are back. Excuse my terrible singing. We are finally back. Springbok Rugby returns this weekend as the Boks take on the Baabaas in Cape Town on a overcast / I think bit of rainy day this Saturday. Kani Wachni. We've been waiting probably 6 or so months now for Bok Rugby. The nerves slowly dissipated away. I know you still get a bit nervous when you play or when you're watching, your local team, your Stormers, Sharks, Bulls, etc. And Lions. Don't forget the Lions or the Cheetahs. But when the Boks play, you get that extra bit of your poo just gets a bit more, if you know what I mean. You all know what I mean. Now, the Bok team has been announced. Rassie and the coaching staff have announced quite the squad. I think when you look at the team, I think they've obviously seen the Baabaas slowly trickling in and the kind of quality and caliber of player that's come in. I mean, if you think 3 of the players have got like 350-ish caps, I think, international caps. We've got Omani, Whitelock and Kane. Just those 3 alone have racked up quite the numbers. So when you look at those guys, and you've got there's a few others now. Murray, but I think Conor Murray's injured. Anyway, I digress. The Baabaas have put together quite a team, so the Boks have countered that with a hell of a squad. I'll run through the team. You can let us know later in the comments who you think should have potentially slotted in certain places. But I'm pretty damn happy with the squad. So we'll start things off front row. Oxenchair, Malcolm Marx, and Asenati and Klabakanye. Hope I said that right. The debutant now, I don't know if it counts as a Bok cap, but we'll give it to him. But I think it's down to the rugby union, the nation, I think, or the coaches. I think they decide if it's a cap. But glad to see him in the Bok mix. So Asenati's been really good for the Lions this year. 150 kgs, I think he weighs. Ridiculous tackle success rate. Well, that's a new way of saying it. Ridiculous tackle success rate. Can you just imagine him running at you, or you running at him and being tackled? Oh, I can't. My body hurts just with the thought. But enough said about that. Quite the front row. I'm glad Malcolm Marx is actually getting a start. He hasn't had a start for a little while. Gets to showcase why at one point he was the best hooker in the world. Right. Now, Jean Klein partnering up with Loot de Jager. Jean Klein playing well for Munster. Loot de Jager hasn't played a Bok game since 2023. Hey, it's been so long. Men. The baby face is back, and he's looking to prove a point. I suppose I saw him and Sia having a bit of banter, chirping each other at the training camp. I'm glad Lurt's finally back in the mix, partnering up there with Jean Klein. Captain Courageous, Sia Khaleesi takes his rightful spot at number 6. I did think he'd potentially feature at 8 because of our, I don't want to say 8 woes. We've got a couple of injuries, etc. I think John Augustus is also getting married possibly this weekend, so he is out of the race. Might have also still been injured. However, Sia's there at 6, partnering up at 7 with his teammate from the Sharks, Vincent Chichuka. Now, hell of excited for him. He's been playing really well for the Sharks. He's had a pretty damn good season. His previous seasons, I think, were slightly more up there than this year, but he's looked really good. He has a crack. I'm glad he's getting his first start against the Baabaas. It's a good game to sort of get into the Bok mix, I suppose. So yeah, very excited for him. And then 8th man, I don't know, Jean-Luc Dupré. I mean, I say I don't know. He's not played, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's played a Bok game since 2018. He's been in the mix, but not featured. So that's a pretty cool return, but that's pack is ridiculous. I cannot wait to see on Saturday the weights. It might be our heaviest ever pack. I could be wrong, but that is a flipping big pack of forwards. They're gonna go out there to do some damage. So yeah, can't wait to watch these guys have a crack at the Baabaas. Now, the backline. Morne van den Berg, the Lions boykie, getting a start. I did expect to see Grant Williams, but I'm glad, and I can see the methods of the madness here because of who's on the bench, but I'm glad Morne's getting a go. And he's partnering up with, I say the best URC player, but Sasha Feinberg Ngomozulu is incredible. He's partnering up with him. URC Wunderkid, well, he's Bok Wunderkid. Let's hope that they sort of partner up well together. Obviously, they've been in training, so the coaches would have seen these guys have something together. Can't wait to see them go. And then this back line, barring one or the rest of the back line, sorry, except for our fullback, all play or ply their trade in Japan. So is there a method to the madness here? Is there these guys don't get as much rugby when they play in Japan, so they're getting a go? Yeah, I could be wrong. But we've got Kurtley Arendse, Damien Dulliner, Jesse Kriel, Chislin Colby, and Apalele Fassi. That are the usual suspects when the Bok first team, well, I say Bok first team, when the Bok team goes and they're playing England or New Zealand, you would see those guys on the team sheet. I'll be honest, I did expect a few other, I don't want to say wild cards. I expected to see Edo van der Merwe, Ethan Hooker in the mix there. But now we can see the Boks mean business. Not saying those other guys wouldn't mean business, but this is a serious starting 15 we've got here. So that's the first batch of guys to take on the Baabaas. Now the next batch, I wouldn't call it a bomb squad. We'll call it our bench because it's a 5-3 split. But we'll call it a bomb squad. We'll call it a bomb squad. A debutant, another one, Manus van der Merwe. Now he was an ex-Cheetahs player. Now he's playing his trade in Scarlets in Wales. I can see why they've picked him because having watched some of his games that he's played, he's got a similar game style, techniques, and everything to our other Springbok hookers. So I'm very glad for him. I'm happy he's getting a go, and this is the perfect game for him to do it. He's got his other front row partners there, Jan-Henrik Wessels, incredible year for the Bulls. He can also play hooker if he really wanted to, but Jan-Henrik Wessels is one of the most solid loose head props in the game at the moment. And I'm very excited to see Neetling Forshare here. Now, Neetling Forshare, I've been saying he's deserved a crack at this the Boks for a little while. He's been the understudy, let's say, to Frans Mahebe for a couple of years. Frans is unfortunately injured, and he's just been out of the mix for a while. But Neetling Forshare has stood up and taken charge. I think he's captained the Stormers a few times. He's grown a hell of a like a snorrer. It looks great. But I'm very happy for him. I'm glad he's getting a crack. It's another Stormers boykie, so he's used to the conditions there. As I said, the weather's not looking incredible. It's all right. Bok rugby weather. Anyway, then the last two forwards we've got here in the bomb squad, Franco Mostert and Kwacha. I don't need to talk much about them. It's two of the best players to come off the bench in world rugby. Franco Mostert I did think would actually start, but again, I'm glad to see we've got some nice experience on the bench here because Oaks will get tired and you bring these boys on and start again. And Kwacha Smith, I don't need to say anything more. He's incredible. The three backline players, we've got Kobus Reinach. So are we getting him used to the Cape Town conditions because he's now just moved to the Stormers, or he's about to move to the Stormers for next season. Hell of excited. So we've got youth on the starting lineup and experience on the bench there. Marnie Libok, sadly, moving on from the Stormers on a loan deal or sabbatical, but Marnie knows the conditions already. I mentioned it. So I'm glad he's there on the bench. And Andre Esterhazen to round off I don't need to speak much about Andre. He's an absolute beast. But I can see with those three backline players, you can move some players around. Sasha can go in at 12, Marnie 10. You know what I mean? Like we've got combinations here. There's combinations on combinations. The Bok coaching staff know what they're doing. This is a hell of a team. I can't wait. Where are you watching the game? I can't wait to just have a nice beer, maybe a Branas. Hey, Saturday, Bok Rugby is back. Let me know in the comments what you think of the team, and we'll see how the game goes. Oh, before I sign off, prediction. I hate predicting the score. I hate it. But if I have to, I'll say Boks by 10. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Have I gone too light there? I don't know. It's going to be a big game. Let's go. Okay. Cheers.